This is a CBS2 News update. I'm Mary Calvi. A Long Island prep school teacher accused of sexually abusing a female student over the course of 4 years is now under arrest. CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff has the latest from Hempstead.
We're awaiting arraignment here in Hempstead District Court for a teacher, a former math teacher at a private school on Long Island. Daniel McMenamin, 33 years old, accused of having a long-time sexual relationship with a student at Lawrence Woodmere Academy over 3 years, from 2014 to 2017, when the student was only, at the beginning, 14 years old. He's charged with 27 counts of statutory rape. Again, we're waiting for that arraignment. Lawrence Woodmere Academy was contacted. So far, they have no comment. On air, online, and on Long Island, I'm Carolyn Gussoff.
Happening today, the City Health Department is announcing an initiative to reduce sugar consumption and stop the rise in obesity. The city, as part of a national effort, will push companies to significantly cut the sugar in their products by 2025. The goal is sugar reduction of 20% in packaged foods and 40% in drinks. The average American consumes 17 teaspoons of sugar daily, about 5 more than they should based on a 2,000-calorie diet. And we have new information this morning on a possible child luring incident. Police in Clifton, New Jersey questioned 2 men and now say the incident was a misunderstanding because of a language barrier. Yesterday, police released video of this white van. The girl had told police a man tried to get her to come to the van to get a package. She ran in the house and called police. Clifton police commend her for acting quickly, but asked the community to give them video of suspected crimes first before sharing it online. A now deceased New York doctor is accused of sexually abusing his young patients for decades. Most of that time was spent working at Rockefeller University Hospital on the Upper East Side. CBS News' Janelle Burrell has more from outside the hospital.
Dr. Reginald Archibald was a prominent physician at Rockefeller University Hospital, working primarily with children with growth challenges. Rockefeller University confirms that in 2004, a former patient came forward reporting they were abused. This month, 14 years after that abuse was reported, the hospital released a statement saying Dr. Archibald engaged in certain inappropriate conduct during patient examinations. The hospital and university deeply regret pain and suffering caused to any of Dr. Archibald's former patients. Hospital officials claim they referred the allegations to federal authorities and hired a law firm to investigate. The firm uncovered other allegations reported to the hospital in the 1990s. The New York Times spoke with more than a dozen of the alleged victims, most of whom were young boys or teens at the time of the abuse, who say Dr. Archibald molested them too.
And new this morning, police in Upper Manhattan are looking for this man suspected in an ongoing series of armed robberies. The suspect was believed to have struck 3 times within 1 hour on October 1st at locations on West 177th and West 180th Streets. In each case, police say he showed a gun and demanded money. A delay into the NTSB investigation of the upstate limo crash that killed 20 people. Police are not giving investigators hands-on access to the vehicle. A police spokesman told the Associated Press the order came from the district attorney. He wants detectives to first wrap up their criminal investigation against the limo's owner. The NTSB is expected to release a preliminary report on the crash next month. It's been a chilly couple of days, but things should be warming up today. Let's turn things over to John Elliott with your forecast.
It certainly has been chilly. That's why when one of our content managers, Guy Licata, told me to go vest, young man, I decided to put one on because I like to be warm. Don't you like to be warm, Jen? Love it. Ugh, a little cold for us. All right. Right now, 50. Hey, we did it. Sunny skies and 50. Winds out of the west-southwest at 13. So here's the deal. You've got 44 to 54. 11 o'clock observations. It's a 10-degree spread. 10 degrees. Now, with these numbers, whoa, we're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 degrees warmer than we were yesterday. So, yeah, we're going to turn things around. Almost 10 degrees warmer today. Feels good. Looks pretty good, too. And then we continue to warm up on Saturday. We have basically an area high pressure that's moving. When it's farther to the west, it's a northwest wind. And that's what we felt yesterday afternoon. And that's why it was so cold last night. But now it's starting to move on out. So we are going to see some nice changes. And, in fact, yeah, we've got a nice afternoon. What happens is overnight, there's a little evidence, some of the models hinting at an overnight shower. It would be after midnight. So you're fine for your Friday night going to the movies, or if you're working late or you've got something planned, you're okay. It's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning you see a shower, and then an early shower. Then Saturday's on and off rain. But I want to stress, every time we run these models, it's more off than on, meaning there's a shower early, there's a break, even with some sun in the mix, and then another shower later in the day. I know there's a lot of stuff going on Saturday. But again, you've got that wind where it's going to be warmer. What happens, though, once again, you've got this cold front driving down and through the area. So on Sunday, 49 for a high. Again, it's going to feel like a late November day, and the winds could be even stronger. Some of the models hinting at 35 to 40-mile-an-hour winds on Sunday. So you're going to see a lot of leaves blowing around, and you're really going to feel the chill on Sunday. That's kind of when we bottom out for this next round, and then we start to warm things up Monday into Tuesday. But you know what? It's variety. So, yeah, I'll see you in the, let's see, I guess, I don't know if I can shop in the boys department or if I'm too big. But, yeah, dress warm this weekend, Mary.
Yeah, either way, bundle up. John, thank you. A health alert this morning for families in Rockland County following a measles outbreak. Students have been ordered to stay home if they have not been vaccinated against the disease. There have been 11 confirmed cases around the county and 3 more suspected cases. Several confirmed cases have involved yeshiva students. The stay-at-home order runs through at least November 3rd. A new study from AAA finds that when teenagers drive with other teens in the car, they and other people are at a greater risk of a deadly crash. The research found the death rate jumps to 56% for people in the other vehicles involved in the accident, by 45% for the teen driver and 17% for pedestrians and cyclists.
We know that teens are more likely to engage in risky behavior. They are often more likely to speed, they're more likely to interact with their cell phones.
AAA says parents need to set a good example while they are driving and discuss the dangers of distracted driving with their children. From oils to watercolors and now artificial intelligence. For the first time, Christie's auction house will be selling a piece of art created by artificial intelligence. The work was created by an algorithm that analyzed 15,000 portraits from a 500-year period. It's called Portrait of Edmond Bellamy. Christie's is estimating it will sell for between $7,000 and $10,000. It goes up for auction on Tuesday. We've been talking lottery fever all week, but today is the day. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is estimated to be $970 million. That's the second largest lottery in U.S. history. And as more people buy tickets throughout the day, the jackpot could go higher, possibly over the $1 billion mark. Mega Millions jackpot has been growing since it was last won in July. We asked a few people buying tickets this morning what would they do with all that cash.
I'll help a lot of poor kids, you know what I mean, for those who's in need. Just help those who's in need.
Take care of the family. My wife and I retire, buy an island, and that'll be it. We'll be gone out of here.
I wouldn't know what to do. I would just probably relax for about a year and think about what I'm going to do.
And if you don't win tonight's Mega Millions, there's still another chance to take home some big money. Tomorrow's Powerball jackpot right now is about $430 million. And joining an office pool might seem like a great way to increase your odds of winning, but as CBS News' Dave Carlin reports, experts say you're probably better off playing on your own.
The Mega Millions?
Almost $1 billion. Now that's a jackpot.
Fingers crossed.
Susan Hayes of Massapequa is in it to win it and doing it solo. For many years, she was part of a crowd in a lottery office pool. And it went south the one time they won anything, she says, and it was only $800.
It was silly and complicated. When the check was cut, it went to the 10 people whose names were registered as opposed to the 20 who were in the group.
She says it was sorted out eventually.
A New York attorney known as the lottery lawyer has represented many winners.
I say don't do it.
Not a fan of the office pool is Jason Kurland, whose job is dealing with the often messy legal aftermath when groups win big with what are essentially verbal and handshake deals.
Your odds are the same if you play yourself or if you play with a bunch of people. They're so astronomical, so it doesn't really make a difference. You're better off just buying on your own and not having to deal with the stress level.
But if you must, pick one leader. Get photo proof of tickets before the drawings, agree to the lump sum option, and be prepared to form an entity or trust.
They won't pay out like 100 people, so you're going to have to form an entity at some level. and then they'll pay the entity, and then the entity could spread it out after that.
Susan Ticker has seen this good thing go bad when too many people get involved.
They would pool their money, and no matter how little they won or how much, it was always an argument, who had the ticket, who got what.
Well, that won't happen to Harvey Berman, buying his ticket on his own.
Maybe I'll win it all.
But he also says if winning any amount of money with a group is a problem,
that should be my biggest problem.
In Midtown, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
And that's your CBS 2 News update. I'm Mary Calvi. Have a great day.